fortunate to dive on top of that one, but Brock, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world if you're a quarterback inside your own 10-yard line.
Yes, and I'm going to guess, since really nobody moved but the center, that this was going to be a hard count. You could see the rest of the linemen largely all waiting, and Seth surprised by that hard count and the snap. And just not what you're looking for on that first down situation. Was such a pain for the Aviators a week ago and continues to plague them.
Second down and 11. Play action. Sweeta from the goal line over the middle. It's caught. And that's the first catch of the night for Demetrios Semitis, who had 4 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown a week ago.
And a week ago, they were all corner routes. This time, a vertical route off of the hard play-action fake. This is well done when Sweeta sets his feet, even there a little bit off balance, but it shows his kind of arm strength, and there's no question the leading receiver from a week ago has got to find a role. If they're going to get on the board and move this ball, he is a matchup nightmare for these safeties.
Spent a little time on the basketball court at Western Connecticut State. Was with San Diego in the AAF, DC in the XFL. And a little bit of running room for Eric Brundage to the outside, but a flag down on first down.
Yeah,
8-yard gain if it stands.
Yeah, if that's not a hold, I don't know what is. They've been pretty liberal, but this is obvious.
Holding. Offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Woody Brandom with that hold. 4th penalty for the Aviators.
You'll see it on your far right side here, and I think just fortuitous that the jersey didn't rip. Defender, you can grab jersey. Offensive guy, you can't quite rip and claw and hold like that.
Unless Draquan Brown came out with an especially wide 43 jersey, that was being yanked pretty solid. From the 26, it's a first down and 20 for the Aviators. 4 penalties for 40 yards, just 15 penalty yards last week. Sweeta with a pump, in trouble, ball pops free, but right back into his hands, and he's got it at the 23-yard line. That pocket collapsing. Dillard was there along with Stephen Banks, the Savannah State product.
I know I've said this a half dozen times, but when 4 beats 5 in the most basic math equation, and that is nothing but want to and effort out of Christian up the middle. He tears through the double team, and it could have even been a holding call as well. But football can be complex. The verbiage can be long. You can have all sorts of scheme and everything you want. But when the most basic of math equations goes the way of the defense, you get dominating efforts like we've witnessed this afternoon.
2nd and 23. Pressure again as they set up the screen. Little hurdle to find some running room at the 30-yard line and down to the 33. Good work in space. Not a lot of it for Leroy Wilson to operate in.
Well, that's a veteran play caller. Terry Shea is down there. He doesn't have a lot of help. There's nobody in the booth. This is not like, a lot of staffs where you have lots of different eyes up in the booth helping you out. But he knows it. He can feel it. So what do you do to counteract all of that pressure? Well, you screen. You draw. You move the pocket. You've got to find some answers on that large play call sheet right there to counteract the pressure.
3rd down and 12 after the 10-yard pickup. And movement. That's Semitis. Cost them 5.
False start. Offense, 11. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Okay, you should be okay with this. All right, let's say play. Let's go. Hey, shit! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
I'll tell you that hard count in the column of benefiting you or hurting you, it's about 4 the wrong way for Terry Shea. Fumbled snaps, false starts. It'd be a great weapon, except for when it's used against you.
A little frustration on the face of Terry Shea after that one. 3rd and 17. Sweeta has to check it down to the 31-yard line and nowhere to go from there after the catch for Romar Morris. And the lineman defense standing up once more. They've shut out the Aviators as we reach the end of the 3rd quarter. And the lineman about to get the football back with a 2-touchdown lead as the 3rd quarter comes to a close in Indianapolis. The fourth quarter straight ahead. Can the linemen keep the pressure on as they aim for their first win of the season? Up 14-0 through 3.
What makes you the best in the game? It's someone who has that edge, equipped with the style and flair, who can turn the ordinary into spectacular.
He's the greatest!
The PBA Playoff Finals, tomorrow at 2 Eastern on Fox.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Nice one.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Save money with Allstate. You feel like you're winning. Safe drivers save 40%. Saving is easy when you're in good hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
10 years ago, we founded Loan Depot because we were confident we could deliver the American dream of home ownership to individuals and families across the nation.
Serving more than 27,000 customers a month, lowering payments, providing jobs, and investing in neighborhoods and communities nationwide.
We know what it means to put down roots and bring dreams to life.
At Loan Depot, we know
Home means everything.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Nice one.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Touchdowns in the second and third quarters have given the linemen a 14-0 lead as we welcome you to Indianapolis for the start of the fourth quarter. Kevin Kugler alongside Brock Heward. Turnovers have been a problem tonight for the Aviators, and it's hard to come back in a game when you can't hang on to the football. That's what's been a significant challenge for the Aviators in this one tonight, Brock.
Yeah, 2 offensive touchdowns for the linemen, but it's the 3 takeaways, and that was the first one inside the 5-yard line. A wonderful job by Garbutt to punch that ball out, and then down in the red zone. Those are the killers. Reggie Cole with the pick there. But if you're the Aviators, just when you thought you had a little bit of life, you take a shot, interception inside the 5. You drive it down the field, interception down in the end zone. And if you're the lineman, and we know this, right, not only is 4 beating 5 one of the best mathematical trends for a victory, that D-line beating O-line, so is the giveaway takeaway. +3 right now for the lineman.
Clark Riedel with the punt. And out of bounds inside the 20. Linemen starting deep in their own end. A 14-0 advantage as Ryan Willis goes to work after the break.
We both love this place.
I'm pretty sure we have everything in order.
Pretty sure. With Rocket, you could be certain. Not pretty sure.
What's the difference?
Well, let me show you. I'm pretty sure I know how to extract the upper bicuspid. I'm pretty sure it's just like riding a bike. I'm pretty sure they come in peace.
Let's do certain.
Yeah, certain is better.
Pretty sure isn't sure enough. When you need to be certain about how much home you can afford, Rocket can.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Nice one.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Did you know you can go to libertymutual.com to customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Really? I had to... Okay, I'm on vibe base.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The throwback race from Darlington was a blast, as Martin Truex Jr. dominated and got the win.
Throwing it back to the old school with it.
Now the best season ever heads to Dover.
It's going to be a challenge for these teams. It's a tough track.
The NASCAR Cup Series, Sunday on it.
Okay, at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones. Let me break it down. You got your new customers. They get our best deals. You got your existing customers. They also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deals. Questions?
Got it. But why did you use a permanent marker?
Because I want to make sure you remember. I'm gonna get a new whiteboard.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives new and existing customers the same great deals on all smartphones. Get up to $800 off our latest 5G smartphones.
My name is Austin James. As a musician living with diabetes, fingersticks can be a real challenge. That's why I use the Freestyle Libre 14-day system. With a painless 1-second scan, I can check my glucose without fingersticks. Now I'm managing my diabetes better, and I've lowered my A1C from 8.2 to 6.7. You can do it without fingersticks too.
Ask your doctor for a prescription for the Freestyle Libre 14-day system and visit freestylelibre.us to try it for free.
These platforms.
Head coach Terry Shea trying to get his defense engaged, organized, and ready. They need a stop, and they need it fast. 14:51 to go in the fourth.
6-1 Friday, 1-1. Roger.
First down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line for the lineman. And going up top, got an open man. Incomplete. He had a step, did Michael Darius, but couldn't pull it in. Second down.
Yeah, the previous drive, we saw the first drop, really, of any lineman, and that was McNeil on the out route. That, I think, is the first miss for Willis, that he's going to kick himself a little bit, because you're absolutely right. Darius, just a one-on-one go route, has the corner beat by a step and a half, and Willis just guided that for the first time instead of really letting it rip.
Davis in the backfield with Willis on second down and 10. Davis trying to get to the edge, pushed down at the 18 by Kiava Tizino.
I would challenge you a little bit, Kevin, and this is a nice job by Tizino to continue to pursue this inside run. He's been pretty good for the lineman, but better pursuit. I would challenge you, because those Aviators, Terry Shea, weren't just saying get a stop. They wanted the ball. They know how much their group offensively is struggling, and it's not just good enough to get a stop. More than anything, they need to find a way to take the ball away.
Third down and 7. Toss out of the backfield. There's the ball loose on the turf. They get the takeaway. Exactly what Brock Hewer talked about. The ball is coughed up, and the turnover taken by the Aviators.
And there was 3 giveaways a week ago for the linemen that hurt them. I think that's clearly a catch. And there is McLaurin, Mark McLaurin, who Coach Shea said is the fastest defender on this Aviators team. Just has a gear that others doesn't have, and he closes, he tackles, he rips. And the Aviators get exactly what they need. It is Raby's on the recovery.
McRaby recovers, and the biggest play of the night for the Aviators comes on defense. Now, can the offense cash in? Start at the 20-yard line. One more look.
Yeah, to me, he catches it. He takes 2 or 3 steps, starts to actually initiate a football move. So I think that is clearly a takeaway. And the defense finally aiding the offense. And let's see if they can wake up. Let's see if they can protect. Put some points on the board.
We love you.
Looks like there's going to be a challenge on this play. Control, 2 feet, and a football move are the components of a catch. Dave Siegel is the referee. Kevin Brown is the replay official. And we're going to hopefully have a chance to listen in to the conversation and maybe once and for all get the answer of what constitutes a catch in professional football.
Hey, Dave, you with me? Hey, Kevin, I'm here. Hey, welcome back. Yes. Hey, ruling on the field was catch, fumble, recovered by defense. That is correct. Okay. He clearly possesses the ball. It's about the process of the catch and whether he completes that. So we have secure control. That's the first part. The second part, we need to see at least 2 steps and then a football move. So a third step would be considered a football move or a turn. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yes. So we have 3 steps, Yes. then contact by the defender. Yes, he has the ball, makes a football move. Did he still have the ball? 3 steps. Yeah, so let's look at the ball. I have secure control. Yep, and he's tucking it in. Yeah, and he's That's a good tucking it in catch. with the turf. I agree. That's a good catch. So everything's good. The ball spot, let's just double check that, make sure we have it correct. You're right at the 20-yard line, left hash. I like all of it. Let's go with stands. Great work. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Catch, fumble, and recovered by the defense. First down.
Not a challenge. Every turnover, of course, is looked at. That turnover looked at. And ruled good. So the Aviators keep the football and now have a real opportunity to get right back in this football game.
You get the camera. It's that captain bonus he got. He got the TSL captain bonus.
The captain bonus.
There we go.
Come on, Terry, what you got here to dial it up?
Off from the 20-yard line. Broken tackle for Leroy Wilson. Progress is stopped near the 15. 5-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up second down.
The screen has been about the most effective play. Occasionally we've seen the Aviators stretch a little bit of the field vertically. I love play action. I love getting the quarterback out of the pocket. And we see for the first time in the second half, Keller Chris getting an opportunity in ideal field position.
2nd and 5 of the 15. And the handoff to Wilson. And Wilson trying to jump cut it back to the left. He's going to end up about a yard shy of an Aviator first down. Clock continuing to run, 12:40 and counting to go in the fourth.
Yeah, this got to be 4-down territory, right?
Has to be.
I mean, you've sat on that 0 now for 47 minutes of action. To me, I would, again, I wouldn't mind a little movement, a little play action, knowing you're going to go for it on 4th down. But more than anything, reminding everybody in that huddle, you are not settling for 3 after that takeaway.
Crowding the line, 3rd down. Chris trying to sneak it, breaks one tackle, can't break the second. No gain on the play. Rashad Dillard there to finish him off.
Yikes.
Where do you go here, Brock Heward, on 4th and 1 after that 3rd down play went nowhere? They're going to use a timeout to talk about it. Obviously, the most important play to date for Terry Shea's offense.
Right. 40 gut Q9. Do you understand that? Yep. Make a great ride. Make your decision. Okay? You're going to go Bombers right, 40 gut Q9. Okay? All right.
Here tonight. Get the first.
Go get in the huddle and talk to your guys. Now this is where you grow up, man, right here.
Terry Shea told us the other day, Brock, that he loves and lives to teach. And this is a moment where he's hoping his players have learned their lessons well over the last couple of weeks and can convert on this 4th down.
Yeah, you could see him on a couple different occasions there say to Keller, you got it? You got it. In that moment as a quarterback, you got to be deadly honest too. Right? If you don't have it, you got to make sure, right? In that moment, nothing drives coaches nuts more than, hey, do you understand the exact concept? You know everything we want to do here. Right? And at times they don't feel bad as a teacher, right? With the students say, no, I need a little bit more. But clearly Keller feels like he knows this call inside and out. 40 gut, the opportunity to hand it inside with a possible Q9, a possible flip as well to the left side.
Morris and Wilson, the backs, flanking Christ on 4th and 1. They need the 10 for the first. Up the middle, there's the first down. Converting on first down right up the gut with Leroy Wilson, and it's 1st and goal, Aviators.
So they went right to the 40 gut, and that is a feel. That Keller's got a feel. If he didn't like that Q9, he could have pulled it out. So he's got the opportunity to read that edge player. That edge player's unblocked. He crashes. Keller keeps it. Instead, those shoulders stay square. Enough push to finally move the chains in a big moment for the Aviators.
First down and goal at the 7. Wilson now the single back. The carry for Wilson. Penetration blows that play up. Draquan Brown in the backfield.
How many times have you said that today?
A lot. These linemen have been aggressive with that front 7, Brock, and they've really been able to get into the backfield.
Yeah, whether it's been Garbutt, whether it's been Brown, right? And that happens when those big fellas eat up those 5 in front, not just in the pass rush, but it frees those linebackers to cut it loose as well.
2nd and goal back at the 10. Brundage motioning. Christ throws it short and off the fingertips of Woody Brandom, and it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, they tried through different formations, right? Either lining up into bunch, that time trying to motion into it, and you do that to try to confuse that defense. But give some credit to the linemen on that side of the ball. Defensive coordinator Tom Mason has done a nice job. They've been sound defensively. And this is an awfully big 3rd down. Touchdown to check down. 4-down territory. You don't have to force it here. To me, you got 2 calls to get those 9.5 yards. Touchdown to check down.
Christ starts it up. Backpedaling with pressure. Throws on the run. Floats it too tall for Leroy Wilson. It's 4th down and goal. And as you said, Brock, no choice, right? The Aviators have to go for it here, don't they?
I mean, I don't think so now. The difficult thing is 4th and 10 odds are so long. And again, when you cannot protect. And that time it's Connor Christian.
Timeout. Aviators. Their 2nd.
Aviators will use a timeout, their 2nd timeout, to talk about what they want to do here. Todd Leader, the kick unit, is out there with the offense. We'll see what the decision is for Terry Shea in a moment.
I am seeing what everybody else is not, and here we go.
That is so dramatic.
I want to pay money to watch Brady and LeBron.
The internet's going to pay attention to this, you know.
I want to watch history. I root for great.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Don't you just ride the wave?
No. We actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interests.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Check. Remember you were telling us to check out the General for car insurance, and we all thought you were losing it, so we left you deep in the woods? Turns out you were right about the General. I just misjudged them based on their commercials. They're actually a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
I'm pretty sure I said all of that.
I bet. Let's get out of here.
5 more minutes. My skunk is almost done.
Ooh, is that what I smell?
For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Every customer has their own Safelite story. This couple was on a camping trip when their windshield got a chip. They drove to Safelite for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them.
Really?
That's service you can trust.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
I'm craving
wings. Frigidaire's range lets you air fry right in your oven. It's all the flavor, none of the guilt.
So good.
That's using your Frigidaire.
Mubarakun anta.
Not Johnny Martin.
The day has come.
Enemy, the King's Return. Download now.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Nice one.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. After the conversation on the sideline, the Aviators have opted to kick the field goal to get on the board. They're down 14-0. They have one timeout remaining in the game, and under 10 minutes left in the ball game. They're going to try to get on the board for the first time tonight with Todd Leader looking for his second field goal of the spring league.
Kevin, I think if you get that completion and you're at the 3 or 4 yard line, you're going for it. I think Terry Shea just looks at 4th and 10 and just says the odds are better for us to score 2 more times after hopefully Leader puts this through.
From 27 yards, Leader's kick up and good. And the Aviators are on the board with 9:23 to go in the fourth, trailing 14-3.
Come on, kick off!
This one just sneaking through for Leader, but good enough to count for 3 for the Aviators.
Sunday, international star Gonzalo Higuain leads Inter Miami against Brenner and FC Cincinnati.
What a finish!
Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Doug. So then I said to him, you gotta customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need.
Doug, can we talk about something other than work? It's the weekend.
Yeah. Hot dog or chicken? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is our shot. The COVID-19 vaccines are ready. And so is Walgreens, with pharmacy experts ready to make it easy for you to get it safely, for free. Because this is our shot at getting back together.
You don't always set out to be a rock star, but when the spotlight finds you, you become one anyway.
During the Spotlight sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months or $5,050 in total values on the 2021 Ram 1500.
Steering, throttle, clutch control, braking, it all needs to sync with the engine. That's why the clarity of the exhaust is so important, and that's why we give you the true voice of that motor.
Domino's is testing driverless delivery powered by Neuro, and it's got someone back to their old habits. Avoid the Noid when you get any 2 or more medium 2-topping Domino's pizzas delivered for just $5.99 each.
Tomorrow on Fox, owner David Beckham's Inter Miami squad continue their inaugural season against Cincinnati FC. MLS action kicks off at 4 p.m. Eastern only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Aviators settle for the field goal off the turnover and down 14-3. Ready to kick this one off. 9:23 to play in the ball game. And Leader's kickoff. Fielded at the 12-yard line. Move up the middle to the 30. Across the 35, Minter. Across midfield, and Minter all the way to the Aviators' 41-yard line. A 47-yard return for Trey Minter. And the lineman set up in great shape.
Well, the 2-time All-Sun Belt performer Trey Minter here shows you why he ran for well over 1,000 yards in his last year at South Alabama. Nearly springs this one. I think by tear. He's looking at the end zone, but at a minimum, he sets his lineman up in tremendous field position to really finish this thing out. I mean, this is where you're Ryan Willis. You get in that huddle and you say, hey, a couple first downs. We'll put a field goal on this board. We take time off the clock, and we have a great chance of putting that first win in the column.
Injured Aviator, after the play, a little slow to get up, was Aaron Ortiz, linebacker from Sioux Falls. He's off the field down on the sidelines with the lineman up 14-3. 41-yard line.
It's XL 101, right?